Hi, everyone. Welcome to your Open Move class. My name is Ali Maz, and today I'm going to take you through a 20-minute flow that is designed for us to find deep release within and help us let go. So we're going to get started seated. You can sit cross-legged or you can kneel on your shins like I'm doing. And then go ahead and find the alignment of ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, and go ahead and close your eyes if you feel safe to do so. And we'll start by taking a slow breath in through the nostrils and a slow breath all the way out through the mouth. We'll just take these first few breaths together. Really allowing for the inhalation to create space within, sensing the way the breath feels within the body. And as you exhale, soften your shoulders as you breathe out and feel the lower half of your body sinking down towards the earth. And as we breathe together, perhaps there is something that you are working on letting go, or perhaps even feeling ready to let go of. And I encourage you to drop those questions down into the body and notice if any answers arrive. Often it's the first thought, and I want you to really trust what shows up for you. And we're going to move with breath, with body, with music, all as these beautiful avenues for us to find these releases. I'm going to take one more deep breath all the way in. And breathe all the way out. When you are ready, gently open your eyes, and we are going to come to meet in child's pose. So you're going to take your big toes to touch and your knees nice and wide, and then go ahead and slide your arms forward onto spidered fingertips, and we are going to take an active child's pose. And what this means is the upper arm bones are going to stay lifted from your mat, and then if you can, forehead drops down towards the earth. And as we inhale, think about stretching your hands even further forward. And as you exhale, think about anchoring your seat nice and heavy towards your heels, starting to find that little bit of tension through the hands and through the feet, stretching the sides of your body nice and long. Inhale and begin to breathe into the back space of your body, really allowing for expansion to move across your ribcage. And as you exhale, it's as though the spine almost hammocks itself down towards the earth. Take one more breath in. One slow breath out through the mouth. And as we inhale, slide up onto hands and knees into our first tabletop position. So just see that the wrists are parallel to the short end of your mat. Spread all 10 fingertips nice and wide. Knees are underneath your hips, spread the toes, and we're just gonna start to move a little bit here. We're gonna go side to side, finding a lateral cat-cow. So pressing the right edge of the hip towards the right and leaning the left ear towards the left shoulder. And then changing sides, switching it up, outer left hip to the left, right ear to right shoulder. And I encourage you to move really intuitively here, just noticing where in my body do I feel resistance, tightness, a little stickiness in the hips, perhaps. And if you start to really find and can name those places, I encourage you to stay there and take one more extra breath in and out. One last time. Exploring a little bit of movement over towards the left. I like to pull my hips back just slightly, getting a nice opening in the left side of the body. Good, and then all the way it's gonna come forward into the hands as you look forward, and then exhale, we'll start to dance a little, pulling the hips back towards the heels. You're just starting to stir the body. Again, really intuitive, there's no right or wrong here. One more time, kind of curl the spine as you move through the palms and then sit it back. And then we change sides all the way over to the right and to the left. Coordinating with breath, it's inhale forward and exhale back. One more time, inhale forward. We stay here. Set your hands slightly forward. We're gonna move into our first downward facing dog. So tuck the toes, send your hips up and back. Take your gaze through your shin bones. Settle your gaze on one place. Keep a juicy bend through your knees so you can relieve any tension through the hamstrings. Give your head a little yes, a little no. So if you can imagine your left knee and your right heel energetically pulling toward one another. And then even your thumbs, if you could imagine them pulling apart to really broaden the center of the chest, and then pull your biceps back beside your ears. Big low lunge, look up, inhale. As we exhale, hands come down to the earth. Step back to downward facing dog. Good, come forward, high plank, inhale. As we exhale, lower down to the earth again. The knees can lower if you need. Untuck the toes and sweep the arms back behind you. Like you were holding a beach ball behind you, draw your shoulder blades together. As we inhale, lift up and look forward. Really breathe into your belly. Notice how that feels. exhale, release the hands, plant, chest lowers. Send your hips up and back, downward facing dog, breathe. It's the left leg that comes up on inhale, bend the knee, stack the hip. We take 3 circles in, open, and around. Keeping both shoulders even. As you roll this left knee, one more. And then straighten your left leg, step the left foot forward. Drop the right knee down to the earth. You want to ensure that your left knee is anchored over your left ankle, so check that out first. And that as you come up, you're gonna hook the thumbs and see if you can go the opposite hook. So we are creatures of habit, and you probably chose one. Choose the other. Take your arms up and then soften into pose. Notice what it feels like. Is there an opportunity for you to release a little more in through the hips? Let's inhale. As we exhale, release the hands, and a little different, we're gonna step forward to the front of the mat. We're gonna rise all the way up towards standing. You're gonna take your arms out to the sides and forward. We're gonna move into a little breathwork exercise, so you can just start to follow me. What we're gonna do is we're gonna inhale 3 times and find a big release through the mouth. So it sounds like ha. If you don't want to throw the body down, you can always just keep yourself standing, but finding gentle little bend in the knees and really starting to collect the breath and finding a sharper exhale. You can even use your vocal cords here. This is called Breath of Joy, and we're gonna keep going. If you wanna pick up the pace, pick up the pace. Really encouraging the swinging of the body, the bending of the knees. A few more rounds. Good, last 2. And last one. We're gonna come to stand, reach your arms up, close the eyes, feel the body, notice the energy. And then placing right hand onto the belly, left hand onto your chest. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Notice what is alive inside of you. One more breath in. And breathe it all the way out. Good. Reach your arms high above your head. As we exhale, it's a big swan dive forward. Lead with the center of your chest to bow. Take halfway lift. Exhale, breathe it all the way out, fold. Step back through vinyasa. You're always welcome to skip those and find downward facing dog instead. Again, slide the arms back. This option, you can take your legs up off of the mat as well, but hug everything toward the midline. Breathe in. Stay as you exhale. One more breath in the belly. Inhale. Good. As we exhale, hands come down, feet come down. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Feel the breath. Exhale. As we inhale, the right leg sweeps up high. This time, bending the right knee, stacking the hip. Option 1 is to stay here. Option 2, you might like to flip your dog. So what's happening is that my right toes are coming off of the mat. I'm paralleling both feet, and then I'm pressing pelvis, belly button, heart to the sky. Maybe right arm comes behind the head. Let's breathe in here. Good. As we exhale, we flip back over. Right leg is high. As we exhale, right foot is going to step to your right pinky finger. So both hands are on the inside edge of your right foot. Drop your left knee. Turn your right toes just on a little bit of an angle, so it's pointing out towards the right corner of your mat. Left hand, spidered fingertips. Right hand to the inner edge of the right knee. It's not pressing or pushing, it's just Gentle embrace. Take a breath in. And as we exhale, we're turning the body gently towards the right. I'm just gonna stay here. If you wanna get crazy, you can, and it will be in the form of a quad opener. If there is room for you here, the left heel comes towards left sit bone. Right arm reaches up and over and grabs the foot and pulls in any amount. And again, it's this big shoulder opener, spinal twist, outer hip, quad. So it's a lot. So take some more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. What does it feel like to release? And just 5% more in the body. Good. One more inhale. And breathe it out. Exhale. If you have the foot, release it slowly. Place the hands down. Step back through downward dog, and you may want a little bonus vinyasa here. We'll lower down, and you can find a cobra or up dog here. Good. Press back, downward facing dog. Pause and feel. Come back to breath. Good. Left leg is high now. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Option to stay here or reflip, and this looks like left toes. Outside edge of the mat, parallel both feet. Keeping the right hand planted, let's slowly unfurl. Anything on your heart that feels heavy, that you're ready to let go of? What's the thought, the belief that's not serving you? What are you ready to release? Take the left hand down, the left leg high, inhale. Left foot steps to left, pinky finger, drop your right knee. Same pose, second side. Left knee over left ankle. Left toe slightly to the left. Right hand down. Left hand, inner left knee. We'll take a breath in. Exhale, let's turn the body towards the left, twist. You know, your option 2 is to reach left arm forward, windmill it around to grab the right foot.